Hi, everyone, and welcome to this quick 30-minute mat Pilates burn. Grab a resistance band if you have one, and if you don't, grab your imaginary resistance band, and we'll go ahead and get started. As this is a quick class, we're going to be wearing our bands the entire time. If it gets to be too much at any point, feel free to ditch the band. As long as you do your best, that's all I can ask for. So let's start just by taking a big stretch to open up the back, the whole back of the body. Big breath in, reach your arms up. As you exhale, dive forward, coming into a fold, shaking the head, yes or no. And then grabbing somewhere on your legs or the floor, give the legs a pedal, shifting side to side. And then as you take a generous bend in your knees, roll all the way up to stand. We'll take 3 big shoulder circles and then we'll get moving. Give me 3. Reaching all the way back to open up the chest, 2, and 1 more. So to start our practice today, we're going to work our lower body with a squat kick. So stepping the feet about hips distance apart, hands come together. We squat down and we lift leg out to the side, doesn't matter which one. We're going to do same side. We have 6 kicks per side. And then we're going to work into it. So jump on in whenever you're ready. And this is my cadence. Feel free to find yours. And notice on that kick that you're leading with the outer edge of your foot. We don't want to angle the big toe up. Let's take 2 more. Good. If you're feeling good, moving a little bit faster, you can pick it up. And now let's move into the other side. 6 on this side. Doing our best not to rock over to one side with the body. So we're really starting to activate the hips and the glutes. Awesome. Good. Last 3. And 2. 1 more. All right, let's drop into that squat and work into it. Dropping the weight back behind you, lift your toes off the floor to make sure the weight's evenly distributed. And then go ahead and release your toes down, give me some pulses. We have 10, 9, bottom down, chest up, 7, 6, good, 5, a little lower if you can, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you rise on up to stand, we're going to work right into a curtsied lunge. So start to step right foot across the body over to the left and back through center. Let's do same side. Right leg to left and center. We have 6 more, total of 8 per side here. Good. See if you can get that back knee to or almost to the ground. Yes, last 4. See if you can step a little bit further over. 3. In 2, we're going to step that knee back and work into it. Last 1. Drop the knee down, pulse it out. Ooh, squeezing hips into the line of the body. 8, 7, little lower. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right into the other side. Left foot over to the right. Drop it down. Step out. And side and center. 6 more. And I know my head's getting cut off a little bit, but that's not the important thing here. Working our lower body, starting to engage the core, get those glutes fired up. Awesome. Last 4. And 3. 2 more. On this next one, step over and hold, pulse it down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Give the legs a shake, a wiggle. And let's start to take 1 more stretch before we make our way down to the mat. So stepping those feet hips distance apart, walk the hands down the legs, take both hands over to the right knee, bending into the right knee as you shift your hips to the left. Should feel like a nice stretch after those curtsy lunges. Go ahead and switch sides, both hands over to the left leg, bending into the left as you shift your hips over to the right. And as you let both hands fall through center, shake the head yes 1 more time. We're here, we're strong. And as you bend the knees, roll all the way up to stand. And we'll make our way down to the mat in a seated position. I'm going to angle this down. just a bit so we can see the floor. All right, here we go. So as we come down, find your straight-legged seat. If you live in a tighter body and your hamstrings are tight, feel free to take a small bend in your knees, letting your belly fall towards your thighs. Let the head hang, let the shoulders relax for a moment. And as you start to flex your feet, drawing toes in towards shins, reach the arms forward to deepen that stretch. Take a big breath in here. And as you exhale, start to pull your belly button in towards your spine, rolling back, finding a C shape of the back, and then coming all the way down onto the shoulders. Inhale, we reach back, tap thumbs to floor. And as you exhale, we roll all the way up and over. Big breath in, deepen that reach. Exhale, belly button to spine. Find that C shape as you pull yourself down as slowly as possible. Inhale, we reach back. Exhale, we roll all the way up and over. Inhale, deepen the stretch. Exhale, pull yourself down and back. Last one of these, and we're going to add a bit of a challenge. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, all the way up and over. As you come back up into straight spine, root the feet into the floor. Having a band on makes this one a bit easier. Reach the arms forward. I call these zombie rollbacks because we want to keep our arms forward the whole time. Take a breath in, grow really tall. As you exhale, roll as far down as possible, still keeping all 10 toes rooted into the floor. Inhale, pull yourself all the way back up to sit from your fingertips. Exhale, roll yourself back and down, tucking chin into chest. Maybe you only go 1 or 2 inches. I don't care. As long as your feet, your toes, stay rooted down. And if you can't keep your toes rooted down, glue those heels down. That's just as good. Good. Inhale, we roll up. Exhale, we pull, scooping around to come down. Last one. Inhale, we roll up. As we exhale, we come all the way down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull the knees into the chest. Give yourself a rock side to side. And as we stack the knees in tabletop, take a big breath in. Reach your arms up and back behind you. As you exhale, pull your arms down by your sides. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders. 2 more of those. Inhale, we reach back, relaxing ahead. Exhale, pull the arms down, curling a little bit higher off the shoulders. Last one. Inhale, we come down. Exhale, we curl up and hold it. Start to pump your arms for the hundreds. Now notice that my body stays stable, only my arms are pumping. If you'd like more of a challenge here, start to extend the legs out at an angle, keeping spine rooted into the floor. Let's go. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, half done, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, knees in, quick rest. Give your head a rock side to side, relax the shoulders. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, lift head, neck, and shoulders off the mat. Again, point those toes. Extend the right leg away from the body. Give that left knee 2 pulses. Pulse, pulse, then switch, pulse, and pulse, pulse, and switch, pulse. Yes, we have 8 here to start our first of 3 moves in this bent knee ab series. Keep gazing into the navel, keeping the back of the neck long. Ooh. And pulse, pulse, and pulse, pulse. Last 2. Pulse, pulse, and pulse. Hold. Take your hands behind your head. Same thing, no hands. Pulse, pulse, and switch, pulse, and pulse, pulse, and switch, pulse. We have 8, using the muscles of the core to get the knee a little bit closer towards your nose. And notice that those elbows are nice and wide. We're not curling in on ourselves. We have 4, 3, 1 more move after this, 2, and knee and hold. Last thing, elbow to knee, fully extend the leg out as you rotate. I want no bend in that straight leg. Fully extend, alternate leg switch, fully extend and switch. Find contact with the elbow to knee. Last 8 here, stay with me, so strong. Driving the big toe of the straight leg away from the body. We're almost there. We have 5, 4, take that pause each side. 3, 2, and 1. Relax the head, draw the knees in, circle them around one way. Ooh. And circle them around the other way. Let's continue working into our bent leg work, and then we'll start to straighten out the legs. Legs in tabletop position. Option to have the hands down by the side, slightly easier, or option to extend the arms up to the sky for a bit more of a challenge. Take a breath in, let the belly soften. As you exhale, pull your belly button in, find that imprint of the spine into the mat. And then inhale, reach the arms back. And as you exhale, pull the arms down by the sides, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. So let's actually have everyone meet here for this one. Sorry if I told you you could keep your arms down. From here, double leg stretch. As you inhale, lengthen everything out. Exhale, circle the arms around, pull the knees in. Inhale, lengthen everything out. Exhale, circle the arms around, pull the knees in. We have 6 more here. Now, the lower you drop your feet to the ground, the more challenging this is going to be. Doesn't matter where your legs are to me, as long as every single vertebrae of your spine stays rooted into the floor. We want no space under here, because then we're taxing our back instead of working our core. Last 2. Inhale, lengthen everything out. Exhale, circle the arms around, pull the knees in. Now find that length between fingertips and toes. If you need to support your head here, you can. 10-second hold. If you drop your limbs lower, it makes it more challenging. Keep pulling your belly button in, embrace the shake. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Pull the knees in, rock it side to side. And then grabbing the outer edges of the knees, glue them together, flex your feet without losing the contact of the knees. Start to extend, alternating heel up towards the ceiling. So we're getting a nice big hamstring stretch. If you can't fully extend your leg to straight, that's cool. Just give me your best. Let's take 4 more. Actively opening up those legs for our straight leg endeavors. 3, 2, and 1. As you extend both legs up to the sky, point and flex the toes. Enjoy that stretch across the tops of your feet. And this time we will actually release our hands down by our sides with the toes pointed. Start to lower the right leg. We go down, 2, 3, pause, flex your foot, up, 2, 3, switch, left foot, down, 2, 3, pause, flex your foot, up, 2, 3, switch. Keep going side to side, really focusing on a slow cadence, actively drawing the big toe away from you on the way down and the heel away from you on the way up. So we're not letting our legs be lame. We're actively using the muscles of the legs to help us go deeper in our core work. Last 6, down, 2, 3, pause, give you that flex, up, 2, 3, switch, down, 2, 3, pause, flex, up, 2, 3, switch. Good. Last 4. Make sure your back is down. See if you can relax your shoulders. I know I sometimes tend to hunch them up by my ears. If you're one of those shoulder hunchers, you can flip your palms to face up. Yes, we have 2 more. Down, 2, 3, pause to flex, up, 2, 3, switch, down, 2, 3, pause, flex, up, 2, 3, flex your feet at the top, hands behind the head, pulse nose to toes. So a lot of the work we were just doing was for our lower abs. Let's fire up those upper abs as well. Notice I'm not crunching my chin into my chest, my gaze is up. So my abs have to do the work, not my spine. We have 6, 5, coming up a little higher off the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you inhale, bend the knees, release the head. Exhale, extend both legs back up towards the ceiling, grab them, enjoy a nice stretch. All right, continuing to work on our straight leg work, point your toes. Start to climb, climb, climb up the backs of the legs, hovering your left leg off the floor. Same thing we did with bent legs, this time with straight. Give that right leg 2 pulses. Pulse, pulse, let me see pointed toes, switch, pulse. And pulse, pulse, and switch, pulse. First of 3 moves, we have 8. Yes. This time we are gazing into the belly button to lengthen the back of the neck. And I know it gets tiring not supporting the head here. We are almost there to take the hands behind the head. Last 4, 3, 2, and hold. Hands behind the head, elbows wide, same thing. Kick, kick, and switch, kick. And kick, kick, and switch, kick. We have 8, then we'll transition into our last move here. If you need to pause, pause, but don't stop. Jump right back into it when you can. Last 4, and switch, kick. Give me 2, and 1. Hold it, elbow to knee. Slowly rotate those legs so they're L-shaped and switch. Slowly kick the legs, switch, and over to the other side. Last count of 8. Then we're gonna give our core a nice rest. Ooh, we have 6. And 4. 3, active leg muscles. 2, and 1. Draw the knees into the chest, relax your head. Gently guide both knees over to the left. Shoulders stay rooted into the floor. Take a big old breath. Pull the knees back through center. Guide them over to the right. Again, relaxing the shoulders, feeling that space across the chest. Take a big breath. And as you pull the knees back through center, start to rock and roll up and down along your spine. A few times, nice spinal massage till you come all the way up to sit. And let's make our way into tabletop position. Hands and knees. Good. We'll start here with a quick round of spine stretch, and then we'll jump right into our plank. Big breath in, lift chest and tailbone. Allow the belly to drop. As you exhale, pull your belly button into your spine, ground down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift chest and tailbone, spinal stretch. Exhale, dome in the upper back, activating the core. Last one. Inhale, lift chest and tailbone up, maybe gazing up. Exhale, we round out the spine. Fantastic. As you find a nice neutral back, start to step the right foot back. Step the left foot back. We have 1 minute of plank. Time starts now. If you'd like an extra challenge in your plank today to activate the lower body as well as the upper body, you can bend your knees, hovering them underneath hips, and then pull the heels back. If you like to add breath, it's an inhale to bend and an exhale to straighten. Noticing that I'm not really letting my knees touch the floor. I'm just getting as low as I possibly can. Inhale down. Exhale back. Maybe staying in a regular plank is preferred for you. Wherever you are, making sure that your arms are nice and active, pressing the floor away from you. The breath is a nice even cadence, reminding our nervous system that we're doing just great here. Last 15 seconds. Ooh. Squeeze the belly, squeeze the glutes, inner thighs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your knees down. Start to pull right heel in towards your bottom, flex your foot. Now, as I do this move, I don't want to see your spine move at all. Pull the belly button in, support your back. Lift the knee in line with the hip. Here we go. We lower halfway, belly in, pulse, pulse. Halfway, pulse, pulse. Now, sometimes the right hip bone wants to flare open to the side. Imagine you have a beam of light shining out of your right hip bone, and I want that beam of light shining down at the floor the whole time. Halfway down, pulse, pulse. We have 6. Lift, lift, 5. Continuing to pull in, heel towards bottom. 4, 3, up, up, 2, lift, lift, 1, lift and hold, point your toe, extend your right leg back behind you, hold it, reach your left arm forward. If you can, little baby lifts, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. Notice if there's any movement in your spine. I know I'm a broken record, that's the most important thing here. 8, 7, find that length from fingertips to toes. Last 5, are we breathing? 4, 3, 2, lift and hold, take a breath in. Exhale, release, hand and knee down to mat, give your tail a wag side to side. We've got one more side and then we'll come off our hands, giving our wrists a nice break. As you flex the left heel, pull it in towards your bottom. Draw your belly button in to counteract as we pull knee in line with hip. And I want you to imagine that you either have a Skittle or an M&M in your left knee crease, depending on your candy of choice. Squeeze it. There we go. Halfway down, pulse, pulse. Halfway down, pulse, pulse. That beam of light this time is shining out of my left hip. So I'm not flaring open. I have my hips straight down to the ground. Last 6. 5, make sure you're not losing that piece of candy. 4, sometimes I almost look at myself. 3, pulse, pulse. 2, lift, lift. 1, lift and hold. Point your toe. Extend the heel back in line with hip. Right arm comes forward. We go up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, down an inch. Now I'm gazing at the screen so that I can see you, but feel free to take your gaze down to the mat. 6, longer legs. 5, 4, straight, strong left arm. 3, 2, lift and hold. Breath in. Exhale, release everything down. Give your tail a wag side to side one more time. All right, let's take a quick side series, then we'll come on to our backs for the remainder of our core and we'll call it a day. Coming down onto the back of your arm, I like to support my head. If you want to go full nap, you can. Legs are bent to start, feet are flexed. We have fire hydrants. If you can take your top hand to top hip, I'd like you to do that to make sure that hip stays stacked. So keep pressing it forward. We lift up. Notice my knee is in line with my hip. This is the space that we're working from. We kick out, up, use your core, no rounding the back, back and in, kick out, heel is in line with hip, forwards, heel in line with hip and in, that's the step. 6 more here. Really drawing your belly button in to help get the leg up. We're also getting a nice stretch in the back of the leg. So if you have tighter hamstrings, this is going to be a hard move. Give me your best. Yes, last 4. Up, back, and in. 3 more, then we're gonna work into it because it's Pilates, and that's what we do. Try and keep your hips from swaying and rocking as you're doing this by continuing to squeeze your glutes. Good, last one. We kick out, kick up and hold it. Toes to nose, little kicks. Take your hand to your low back. Notice that there's no movement there. It's coming from the front of the body. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, kick and hold. Keep drawing toes to nose, little lifts, outer edge of the heel, anchor your big toe down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Kick your heel back in line with your hip. Point your toe, hand to hip. Last thing, let's finish it out here. Lift, lift as high as you can possibly go with their hips stacked. 8, 7, even smaller movements. Thank you. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flex your foot, rebend your knee, set it down, and tap it out. How about that? Before we do the other side, we have one more core move to help open up our spine, and then we'll roll on over. So go ahead and make your way onto your back. We are moving fast. If you need to take pauses, feel free to pause the video and take a break. Feet are pointed, toes are pointed, can't really point your feet. Arms extend out to the side in a T shape. Now there's two variations of this you can take. The easiest one is with knees bent. If you want more of a challenge, go ahead and take your feet up to the sky. I'm going to take the harder variation. We start to drop both legs over to the right without letting the legs touch the floor. Pause, squeeze your knees together, and pull the legs back through center, imprinting the spine. Drop both legs over to the left. My shoulders don't lift, my legs don't touch. Pause, squeeze the knees together, pull the legs back through center, press your whole spine down. That's it, 6 more side to side. Don't worry about my cadence, just see how far over you can get your legs. Making sure to press your spine down as you come back through center. Maybe you started with bent knees and you're feeling comfortable and you want to try straight. Just a suggestion. It's my job to push you. Halfway there. Last 3. And 2. Biggest ones yet. Good. On this last one, we drop the legs over. Pause, squeeze the knees together. Pull them back through center and draw the knees into the chest. All right, let's roll on over for the other side of our side series. Then we have our final core moves and we will be done. Starting on our sides, legs are bent. I've got a 90-degree angle in my hips, in my knees, and in my ankles. So find those 3 90s, top hand to top hip. Knee is hip height. Let's work from here. We go out, up, heel straight back, and in, out, up. Find that core center, back, and in. That's the step. See if you can resist the band going all directions. Don't let it snap your leg back. Woo, there we go. Last 5. See if you can get your toes a little closer to your nose with each one. 4. Last 2. And on this final one, we work into it. Out, kick up and hold, toes to nose. 8, 7, 6. Take hand to low back. Make sure there's no movement. 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it. Keep straightening your leg. Pulse outer edge of the foot down. Angle that big toe down just a little bit. Yes. 8, 7, 6, 5. Straighter legs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull your foot back in line with your hip. Point your toe. Hand to top hip. Keep pressing it forward. Pulse it out as high as you can possibly go. This is it. Give me your best. 8, 7, 6, 5. Smaller. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flex your foot. Bend the knee in and set it down. You can tap it out if that feels good. Let's come onto our backs. As you make your way onto your back, extend both legs up to the sky, roll the ankles around one direction. And the other direction. And let's go ahead and ditch our bands in order to actively open our hips up while we strengthen the core. So just toss that thing out of there. Both legs extend up. Hands behind the head. Start to open the legs into a V shape as wide as you can go. Bring them down and together. Check your back here. Then pull them all the way up. If you like to link breath, it's an inhale down. Exhale, back up. Inhale, open as big as you can go and down. Pause, check your back. Exhale all the way back up. Give me 3 more this direction. If you notice your hips starting to pop a little bit here, as long as it's not painful, it's typically okay. My hips sometimes make a lot of noise. Yes. Last one. Good. As you inhale, bend the knees, release the head. Exhale, extend the legs right back up, lift your head. If you can, if it gets too hard, you can release hands down by your side. Start to lower both legs down to the floor. Pause, pull both legs back up through center. Inhale, we lower both legs down, pause to lengthen. Exhale, pull them both back up. 3 more. Inhale to lower. Exhale, pull back up. Inhale to lower, pause. Exhale to lift. Last one. Inhale, we come down. Exhale, we lift. As you inhale, bend the knees, release your head. Exhale, lift the head, extend the legs right back up. Last core here we go. Inhale to lower. Exhale, open all the way up and around. Inhale, lower down, check your back. Exhale, nice hip stretch. Open up and around. 3 more. Yes. If your head is lifted, open those elbows up for me, please. Last one. Inhale down. Exhale, open up and around. Draw the knees in. Now we've practiced working our legs to straight and working all the different parts of our core. So our final move of the day is going to be a teaser. I release my legs onto the mat. I point my toes. I reach my arms up and back behind me. I take a breath in at the bottom. As I exhale, I start to roll up and off my spine. This is the most important thing, getting as high off the back as you can, and then bringing legs towards chest. As you inhale, we release everything down. And as we exhale, we roll all the way back up, creating as small of a V with the body as we can. Keep going. If doing this with straight legs is not in the realm of possible for you because you have tight legs, you can bend the knees in order to make that V nice and small. Inhale, we come down. Exhale, either straight legs or bent legs. I'll show you one more time. We come all the way up. 3 more, whichever variation you're working through. Inhale to come down. Exhale, make sure you're coming off the spine and then bringing legs to chest. Last 2. Wherever you are, let me see nice pointed toes. On this next one, we're going to roll up and hold it. Exhale, roll all the way up and hold. We have 10. Keep making that V smaller. 9, 8, 7, belly strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your feet to the ground. Take a stretch. Give your head a shake. No more core for today. Give your head a shake. Yes, I did great work. And as you roll on up to sit, take your hands back behind you. Lift your chest up, drawing the shoulders down and back to give the spine a nice stretch. If you'd like to go deeper here, you can root your feet into the mat and actually press your bottom off the floor. But it doesn't matter whether bottoms are down or up. Just see what feels best for you. Taking the gaze slightly up towards the sky. 1 or 2 big breaths here. Good. And we'll all meet on our bottoms, coming into our final stretch of the day. Nice wide legs. Circle the body around one way. Take up a lot of space. Let your shoulders, your head get involved. You can take hands to thighs or walk them around with you. And as we come through center, circling around the other way. Ooh, let your head get involved. 1 more. And then as we come back through center, shrug those shoulders up and hug them back. 1 more time. Shrug your shoulders up, hug them back. And as you bring your hands up to the sky, palms together, round of applause overhead. Great job. Have a great rest of your day whenever you are watching this and wherever you are. and I'll hopefully practice with you soon.